We can talk about how I got trucked by a 5th grader.
It's a rough story.
Why? How's that rough?
Well, it's kind of a dry story, though, right?
Well, you got anything else?
Okay, I do, but here you go. Let's test you. Let's test you.
No, you go.
No,
You
I
go.
want to test you.
No, you don't want to hear from me? You can talk yourself.
No. I want to hear from you.
Nope.
I want to see how well you can develop this story and put it on the podcast and go.
No. You said you didn't want to hear from me. Please, Myla. You said you did not want to hear from me.
I want to see how well you can put this story out there. I heard the story, and I know it's going to be a hard one to put into context.
I never heard the story.
So let's test you and go.
And no.
Are you scared?
No, because you just said you didn't care. You said it was
I didn't say I didn't care.
It was a dry story, and you don't want to hear about it.
No, it has a lot of development to be able to make it make sense. Okay, you got trucked by a 5th grader. Make it make sense. Go.
Wait, how did this happen,
It
though?
kind of explains itself. I got trucked by a 5th grader.
Okay, but then how's it a story? Is it a story or is it
I can make it a story. I can make it
Tell
develop.
the story.
But no, you said you didn't want to hear it.
I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to hear it. I just want to hear. Can you do it?
Yes, I can. I was going to, but you said no. Go. Then do it.
Okay, do it.
You said no. No. Do
I
it.
said do it.
No.
Okay, look, if you're going to get on the podcast, you're going to say you have a story, and I tried to give you an out, and I said, oh, that's this hard story to develop, and you said...
No, you said that you did not care.
You said it was a dry story.
I didn't say it was a dry story.
Yes, you did.
I did. Okay, I meant that it's a hard story to tell, to put it into context.
Then we won't tell it.
Myla.
Okay.
No pressure now. We've got to put it all on
I
you.
forgot how it started, but so me and some of my friends were all standing like by the concession stands or whatever, and I think I told Tora I was gonna go do something or something, and I think I hit her to try to get her attention, and she scares me, so I ran away. And as I'm running, there's a 5th grader who's playing football. He runs for as we're both going the same direction. I try to he's bolting, and I'm like jogging and sprinting at the same time, but I'm going, and he's coming, and I try to dodge him because he's going really, really fast. So I try to dodge him, and there's 3 tall men right there, and he tries to dodge me, but the other way, and so as I'm turning around, he hits my stomach, and I go flying into these men, and then I get up, and I turned around, and I was like, sorry, and I was telling them sorry. And then the kid, he was really nice, and he was like, are you okay? And I said, are you okay? He goes, I'm okay. Are you okay? I was like, I'm okay. And we just both forgot about it. That's my story.
Wow, you can't hear it, but there's an applause going on in the background right now. That was great. I should have known you could tell the story. All right, let's start off with a dad joke. What kind of haircut does a chainsaw ask for?
Hold on.
The buzz cut?
Oh, it is a buzz cut. Yeah.
I just guessed because it went I don't know.
What? I'm so confused. How is that a chainsaw?
Because
it goes buzz.
Yeah, it's like a buzz. Yeah. It's just a play on the word. So when you're talking about a chainsaw, you talk about, that makes noise, and the noise is sometimes like a buzz. And
Nerd.
Wait, is this me mansplaining the joke to you guys? Do you guys know what mansplaining is?
No.
You don't?
Explain it like a man.
Right. So mansplaining is when you explain something to the point that somebody feels like an idiot, like only a man can be smart enough to understand this. So let me break it down for you to something real simple that a young lady like yourself might be able to understand. So that's mansplaining. A lot of women get really offended when they think someone's mansplaining something to them because I'm a strong woman, as they say, right? You don't need someone to mansplain something to you.
Yep.
Man speed?
Mansplaining, like man explaining, like explaining it to a kid. Huh?
It's not good content.
What are you talking about? It's not good content. That is like something big. And if you're a woman, you're a young lady. When you grow up, that's something you're going to have to deal with. When you take your car into the shop and they're like, oh, yeah, you got to get you some brakes put on this thing. That's going to cost you $1,200 because the cognizer inside the brake hub, those are the things they're going to tell you. And you didn't even realize
Continue.
that. Huh?
Continue.
Right. But like what I just said, I mansplained that, but I also did it with some false stuff. Like a cognizer is not inside the brakes. So they do that stuff just to make it sound complicated.
You're having fun talking about man stuff, aren't you?
Well, it's not just man stuff. This is mansplaining. This is things as a woman you need to know.
Continue the conversation.
This is what I'm doing. I am conversating.
No, different, but
like not boring.
Yeah, this is a little dry.
All right. Well, what did you guys bring to the podcast today? If you guys were rich, like rich, like won the lottery, like money pouring out like crazy rich, would you dress different? Would people be able to see you and say, oh, she's rich?
People say that we're rich all the time.
Yeah. Like,
Hold on. People say that we're rich?
Literally
Yes.
at the football game, they were like, Maddie, is she rich? Because she was saying she's not rich.
no, so these kids, it was like a group of boys, and we were talking about something, and then they go, well, you're rich. No, we were talking about McDonald's, and we got Wendy's, and then we got McDonald's. And then they're like, yeah, because you're rich. And I'm like, we're not rich. And then, like, all the other boys that were right there were like, yes, you are. I'm like, what?
Well, why would people
Because
think
we
you're
have
rich?
a
Because you have a podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, but would people think that you're rich based on the way you dress? Would you dress differently?
No.
I
No,
don't think I would. I'd still wear t-shirts every day. I'd still wear shorts.
We're the same t-shirt since 2018.
Right. Well, when they
You
wear
don't
out,
like-
I'll buy new ones. But until then, I'll just
Oh,
keep wearing
when-
the same ones.
like
Yeah, that shirt right
disintegrating.
there that you have on right now is very worn out. You need to get a new one.
Well, I actually made this one. Do you know what it stands? It stands for you guys. This is like your logos. And on the back of it, hold on, wait. Training team. This is back when I used to train you guys and put
Oh,
all the effort
God.
into being your coach and not coach, but like helping you guys develop and get better. And you guys didn't really appreciate it.
It was in the workout stuff.
Yeah.
Why are those so small?
Because you're laying down.
Because you are
I
small.
told you when we started this thing, I'm like, you look tiny. Won't you sit up?
That's comfy.
Like, everyone's like here, and you're just way down here. I remember when I was a little kid, we used to all like have accidents or crashes. We'd land on our back and like knock the wind out of yourself, like to the point where you're just like, and you had that moment you don't know that you're ever gonna breathe again. And you just wait and wait and wait, and then you hope. Then finally you're like, oh, okay, I can breathe. I can start breathing. I can start breathing again. And then you just finally get your breath back. But there's that moment you never know if you're going to actually get to breathe again. Have you guys ever had that happen?
Yes.
Whenever we were younger, but not.
Soccer. When like a ball like
Yeah, but I mean like when you land on your back and it completely takes your air out. You've had
Yes.
that?
oh
Yeah, I did a handstand one time, and I flipped over and landed right on my back.
Really? How'd you
One
have it,
ti-
Ella?
One time, like there was this kid swinging from something, and I accidentally walked behind them, and they kicked me right in the chest, and I fell over.
Myla, do you remember that time in basketball? Did you hurt your hand? You were in the middle of a basketball game and you hurt your wrist, your hand or something. They walked you over to the bench. You're sitting there crying and they yelled for me. They're like, hey, Dad, then she needs you over here. I think she broke something. And you were crying. I walked over to you. The first thing I said was,
The chapstick.
here's your chapstick. Do
Yeah.
you remember that?
That wasn't my wrist. That was my middle finger, I think.
Yeah, everything was real serious. And then I just walked over. I said, Myla, put some chapstick on. Let's give it a minute. Let's talk about it in a second.
Yeah, you did that way too much. Like literally every time I got hurt or something, he would just bring over chapstick.
It was weird, but you needed something just to break your mind off the whole moment. Like, you know what? Yeah, maybe my lips are a little bit chapped. That'd be a good start to this.
But it's funny because you always carry around chapstick.
Always, like,
like
he always
since like
has chapstick.
2018 it's
Like
How
he's just
weird.
constantly putting it on.
Yeah. So I have, since I was probably 18, I carry a small pocket knife and chapstick all the time. All right. Hey, Ella, we also have a new rule. If you say anything mean, it has to be in a British, accent.
So
It's a
you have a big
podcast rule.
forehead to dad. For me.
I'm
I
not-
can't do it.
No, I'm not doing
You
it.
have a big forehead.
Do it again, Madz.
You have a big forehead.
That's great.
The only way to do it.
Oh, we listened to your
Ella,
pod.
You have big feet. Big feet.
That's not even an accent anymore, I don't think.
You said you listened to what?
I listened to you on the British accent, and it was
It was something,
it was
alright?
interesting.
Yes, it was interesting.
Okay, buddy.
You should listen to our podcast more often because that's where you get the real highlights.
That's where Maddie gets it from.
You get it honest, Madz.
But Myla, did you do the British accent?
No, mine's butt, and I know that. They do not know that.
Oh, trust me, I know mine is awful.
And that is why I don't say my
what could
British
I say?
accent.
What could I say?
Your mom thought she had a good British accent.
It was
and
like
then
Austria.
She
She
turned
goes,
out with Peter.
Peter,
I said anybody can say one word in a good accent. She says Peter.
Peter. Didn't she say mate or something like that?
Yeah.
Or was that Maddie that said it?
I think it was her. Hey, you guys, when you get cuts on your arms or your hands or something, you get cut up, you get an injury. How about that first time it touches water? It burns so bad.
What cuts do you get?
What, your cuts when you get cuts and
Like deep
Grapes?
cuts.
I don't ever get cuts. I just get bruises.
oh,
Yeah, I have a big bruise right here. That's really
Well, my
I have a big
elbow,
bruise
I
right here. It's really
hit
green.
it across the steps in the front yard.
She fell going up the steps.
I cut my hands open the other day at the gym.
Ew, don't talk about
It
it.
was gross.
Oh, it was. But the first time I washed my hands after it, man, it felt like someone poured alcohol on it. And I don't know why. It's just the first time it touches water, it hurts. And after that, it doesn't hurt anymore. There's got
I
to
wore
be
a
something about
Band-Aid
it.
for 5 days
That's
over this.
It's common science.
Okay, well, why? Why?
I don't know. It's science.
Because it's touching.
You can't just say everything's something because, like, that's science, bro. Come on, bro. That's
It
science.
is science.
I've
Look it
seen
up.
your science grade
It's an A.
in Mr. Chitwood's class.
Yes.
Yeah, she has a B in math.
That everyone gotta be in math. The smart kids gotta be in math.
Are you considered one of the smart kids?
Kinda. I'm a
Dude,
mid kid.
my grade in writing,
Bro, I love writing.
I got a 79 again.
Oh.
Wait, on what?
In writing! She hasn't graded my work. And I turned that one in, and I got a 100 on it, and I know that for a fact.
Hold on, how are you getting all these A's and then you're getting 79s? Is that because you have uncompleted work, missing assignments?
I had one, and I turned it in that day. That she said that she was gonna stop grading. Oh no, she's gonna start grading on Saturday at 10 o'clock, and I turned it in the night before, and it's missing apparently. So I turned it
Was
in
this
again.
last night? This
no,
weekend?
no, it was last weekend. But it should be graded this weekend.
Wait, didn't you tell us you didn't have any homework?
No, it wasn't homework. I already finished that. It'll be back up tomorrow.
I'm not going to answer anything.
Better be.
It will.
The last time we talked on... Wait, how's your networking skills?
My networking skills are great. I got a Hawk high five
Well, how come you've not been on the Student of the Week yet?
because you have to. If you get a Hawk high five, it's placed in a drawing, and then you have to.
Now,
Pull it
tell
up
us what a Hawk High Five is.
So it's like if you're like working hard, if you're always prepared, if you're on task, if you're willing to help others, stuff like that. If you can check mark all 5 boxes of some of those, then you get a Hawk high five. And my math teacher gave me a Hawk high five.
Speaking of networking skills,
What is that?
how about networking, like how you communicate with others, how you build friendships, how you do all that stuff?
Oh.
How about Myla had a TikTok video that viewed had
That's
1.2
my sister.
million views.
I commented on it saying, "That's why is my sister famous?" And then it got moved to like the bottom of the comment section. I was so upset about that. I was hoping it was set to stop so like my comment would get like likes or whatever.
It didn't get likes.
Dude, how many likes did you have on that post?
I think it's at like 198 right now. 1,000.
Like 198,000?
Yeah.
How is that
Oh.
even possible?
There's videos that get like over 10 million.
I
So
know.
I think one of the best parts was I told Myla, I said, hey, when your video, if it gets to 1 million views, I will take you to the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Real fancy, nice place. You guys loved it, right?
I love.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
wait, that brings up back memories. Never mind.
oh, you went there. Yeah. So I told her whenever you get 1 million views. So she went to school Thursday, I think. Was it Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went to school
It was
Friday.
Friday.
You got home and I said, I guess I need to make some reservations. She said, Dad, I'd really just assumed to go to Wendy's.
Yeah, I really wanted Wendy's. I wanted those
Wait,
soft
you know that restaurant that we went to like celebrate my mom's birthday?
No, it's
Oh, I thought-
similar to that, but it's different.
Oh yeah, I thought for some reason I thought that was it.
Have you guys seen where parents are tricking their kids into eating different foods? Like instead of fish, they call it beach chicken.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Maybe on my old parent page.
Yeah. So they're tricking them. They're saying, "Oh yeah, this is beach chicken," and it's really fish. Like kids that only eat Dino Nuggets. Have you seen Dino Nuggets?
Yeah.
If they can't find anything but regular chicken nuggets, they're like, "Oh no, those are Dino eggs."
Those are dino eggs.
There's a whole long list of things that people are doing to trick their kids into eating what they want.
Or like they close their eyes and put applesauce instead of like whipped cream.
Oh yeah. Man, I love applesauce though.
I hate it.
I love
You're
it.
weird, Ella.
Oh, I could eat those little green packets. I could eat like 5 of them in a row.
I
That
know.
grosses
right?
me out. Olivia's in the podcast now.
All right. What's up, Olivia? So I saw a thing the other day that said, what was the most shocking habit you discovered when you moved in with a partner? So can you imagine being married and coming across like some strange habits that this dude has, or in my case, the woman has? So I'll read some of them. This one says, my husband folds towels while they're still wet and puts them away wet.
We just hang them up. Like, just hang them up.
No, he washes them, folds them, and puts them away wet.
Ew, does it not like mold or get like moist when you
Oh,
shower?
yeah, it's going to stink bad. It's going to stink real bad.
Ew.
This woman, she eats cereal with orange juice.
Nope. What is wrong with that person?
That's criminal. Or like that's like saying cereal with chocolate milk.
But
think
I
cereal
wouldn't be
with
that
chocolate milk
bad.
would be
It'd be better than orange
Better
milk.
than orange
Yeah.
juice.
Actually, no. Orange juice kind of sounds buzz.
That is
Why are you
weird.
whispering on this podcast, Madz?
I mean, it sounds buzz.
I've never heard Maddie whisper in the microphone.
Yeah.
Really?
No, she's always yelling.
Oh, it's like me and Maddie.
Yeah, it actually is annoying when you
We're
yell.
just yelling at this point. Like,
And this one says he doesn't change his bed sheets ever. He thought the only reason that women change theirs or someone changes them because they sweat a lot and break skin and just like something happens. You spill something on them, like you drop some chocolate milk on them or something. All right, let's wrap this thing up, guys. We'll do it again next time.
Bye bye. Oh, don't put the camera on me.
If you're going to wave, why would I not put the camera on you? You were literally waving.
I know, like the five.
bye. Olivia. Olivia.
Olivia said bye.
Just wave.
Bye bye.